Opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth-rounder from Stanford. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. And Walker has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now it's Miller. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Texans scoop it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, tighten down, tighten down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got a man. It's Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Love. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
On second down, Love. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
What is that? 18! Let's go, team! 59! It's going to be a long day. Mike, 55. Ricky. Hey, 31. Come on up.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Let's get it together. Alert. Let him go.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get ready. Back's mine.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Oh, he sheds himself free. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Texans scoop it.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less designed runs like that.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our.
A first down carry now for Miller. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Texans.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watson on first down. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Texans 21, Titans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. Room here to run. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
It's a gain of 18.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want that in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Man open left side is Brown. Shrugs off another. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Again, it's Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a first down throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells. As the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Watch the boot.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good set. 218. 55. Got 54. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him. But I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts. But his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Minus that. 19. 24. I got one. Kill.
On 1st down, Miller. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
What's that? 19. Check 55, Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Texans.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. This is Miller, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
What's that? 19. 5. Hey, watch the slant. 54. Watch the slant.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
What's that? 19. Here I come.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Ready? Check 43. Where 18?
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Mariota's throw on the money to Davis. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Benardrick McKinney coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mariota over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Mariota. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Benardrick McKinney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Shotgun handoff now for Love. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Love again. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. That's caught. It's Malone. 20. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's been a long day for you.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Okay, buddy, I'm telling you.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 55. Don't get nervous.
Operating from the gun. Watson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Lamar Miller past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let him know.
Here's Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 20 points down, he's coming.
Now Watson operating from the gun. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's it, baby.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Watch the screen.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he will have a touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check, 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 check.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That's it, baby. That's it.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit.